What is up, folks, and welcome back to another video. So real quickly, I wanted to apologize for the lack of content recently. It has been a pretty busy summer, but I do have some more stuff being edited right now, so you should see some more content flowing out before the beginning of August. But I will definitely try my best to get a lot more stuff out within the next few weeks, so you guys have more to watch. I've been focusing on both on this channel and my gaming-based channel, which I will put a link in the description below. So just sit back and enjoy. As you guys know, we test a lot of graphics cards on this channel, but I've noticed that I've been leaving AMD out as we have tested only NVIDIA cards. That changes today as we take a look at the cheap R7 240. Coming in at only $35 US, I picked this little guy up from work around a week ago, as it was actually one of the cheapest AMD cards that we carried. Taking a further look at this card, it sports 2 GB of 128-bit DDR3 video memory, a base clock of 730 MHz, and that can boost up to 780 MHz under load, 320 stream processors, and PCIe 3.0. And as for ports, we have one DVI, one HDMI, and one CRT port. And as for the aesthetic, the card isn't really much to look at. It's just a small PCB with a tiny mounted fan surrounded by a heatsink, all cables exposed, though I don't think anyone while sporting this card will want to show it off anyway. Now that I've given you the rundown, let's pop it in my main system sporting an 8700K and 32 GB of DDR4 memory, and let's see how well it does against some modern games. First up, we have everyone's favorite close combat shooter CSGO. Set to all low at 1080p, it actually hit a playable frame rate average of 50 FPS, with a minimum spike of 0 and small max spike of 292 FPS. While there is a lot of fluctuation, the game remained very playable through my test and has gotten a pass from me. Next on my list is a game well known for its poor optimization history, PUBG. Set to very low at 720p, the game could only manage to push out an average of 17 FPS with a minimum of 13 and a max of 28. Yeah, it's gonna be a no from me on this one. A game where this card really showed its true colors was Minecraft. Set to high settings and 16 chunks at 1080p, it managed to push out a solid average of 85 FPS, with the lows sitting around 57 and the max at an impressive 142. While I'm not doubting that my processor might have been the one doing all the work here, I'm still impressed with how the R7 held up. Minecraft gets an easy pass from me. On another note, I tested the Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition, which was one of the lowest performing games on all the tests. Clocked in at 720p and all low settings, the game only managed to push out an average of 22 FPS with a minimum of 12 and a max of 31. Skyrim unfortunately did not make the cut here. Next up, we have everyone's favorite battle royale, Fortnite. Set to all low at 1080p, the game pushed out an average of 34 FPS with a minimum of 25 FPS and a maximum sitting around 46. While the game generally felt stuttery and unpredictable after actually crashing 3 times during tests, your mileage may vary, but unfortunately Fortnite does not get the pass from me today. Last but most certainly not least, we have Apex Legends. Set to 1366 by 768 and at all low settings, the game sat around 28 FPS average with a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 43. Lowering the resolution might result in better frame rate, but overall the game was not very comfortable to play at this performance and does not get a pass from me. And that concludes my testing. Just like my test done on the GT 710, which I will be retesting by the way, for $35 I'm not really sure what I was expecting. But if I'm to be honest, it did a lot better than I expected it to. If you're someone who likes playing very undemanding or older titles, and you have an older system with no GPU laying around, then maybe it's worth a look at. Or if you just need a simple video playback PC for the living room or some sort of TV room. Otherwise, I would not expect anyone to run out and pick this card up, even if you can find it on a discount. If you're someone looking to play demanding or modern titles for around the same price, you can get a decent GPU from the used market, like eBay or Craigslist, for probably around the same cost. But I'm afraid that this is going to wrap up today's video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and follow me on Twitter to keep up with all the projects I've been working on as of late. I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching.